Hope Powell has said, though, that she wants to take it to 2016 and Rio. Faye White of England and Arsenal fame is on the line now. And Hope, obviously disappointed with everything that happened last night, but positive for the future and Team GB progressing. Do you see it that way, Faye?
Yeah, I think so, definitely. It was a good campaign up until last night. Sometimes performance doesn't always happen when you need it to. And you know, the girls are very disappointed having gone out of the quarterfinals because they'd hoped to, you know, go one further, and it just didn't happen last night, unfortunately.
And the manager of the Canadian team, a Geordie as well. That's not very patriotic, is it?
Do you think...
Yeah, we played... He used to coach New Zealand, so we know a lot about him and come up against him then. But obviously he'd be delighted that he's got one over on Team GB.
Faye, how do you think you would have done had there not been Desiree Scott on the field and just destroyed every sort of attacking move GB tried to put together?
Yeah, I think their team defended well. You know, I just think they're all over the field. They're just a little bit more physical, and it just didn't. The confidence that we showed against Brazil and the passing and the movement and just how it all seemed to click just didn't happen to the team yesterday. But I think that was down to Canada and how good they were as well.
But Faye, don't you think that Team GB and looking forward to obviously the England, because a lot of the girls are English, do you think it's really gives them a big boost to see how well they have done against the likes of Brazil for the future and especially the next Olympics?
Yeah, I think the Olympics is a massive opportunity for the team to progress and just to put the sport on the map in this country, and it's just vital to be played in major tournaments like that. We had the similar success of England in 2011 last summer, getting to the quarterfinals. So each time as a player you play in major tournaments, it's massive experience for you, but also to help promote the sport, to move it onto another level where the more successful you can be. So the Olympics for women's football is up there as a top of like the World Cup for the other nations, because it's all the best players in the world playing in it. So you know, it certainly was a great experience for the players and for women's football in this country this time round.
Faye, just stay with us. But Nigel, do you want to update us on what's happening on the track?
Faye, you're an Arsenal supporter. Mo Farah's going to win the 10,000 metres. Are you watching it?
He's winning.
He's flying, absolutely flying. Go on.
Oh, excellent.
Brilliant.
That's amazing.
Brilliant.
Well, it is all happening, track and field. It's all happening tonight, isn't it? The third gold medal of the evening.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? 3 gold medals now in about half an hour. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. And let's see if he can do the double with the 5,000 metres as well, and then he might inspire Arsenal to do well this year.
You never know. Yeah, we'll get him to bring the medals. Hopefully, yeah, it'll rub off.
I could see Arsene Wenger putting him on the wing and moving into a central position after a little while.
Yeah. Could be a good run for his money.
I think he did admit that obviously he's friends with Ian Wright, and once he got the ball out, he couldn't really play like he could run. But there we go, it's a different story. Faye, have you enjoyed doing the TV bits as well?
Sorry?
Have you enjoyed doing bits on the TV over the Olympics as well?
Yeah, I've been loving it. Today I've just pretty much spent all day watching the telly and all the different sports, and that's what the Olympics does, isn't it? It just inspires people, and when you see achievements like that, like he's just accomplished, and also just Dennis today was unbelievable.
Yeah,
amazing.
From your point of view, how pleased are you that you definitely will have inspired many girls, young girls around the country to want to play football? The crowds have been fantastic for all your games. And you will have, you know, the word that everyone wants to use, legacy. You will get people playing, and that's the important thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I think one of the reporters said it was Henry Winter. We didn't win the game, but we've won an argument, as in that women's football can be a good spectator sport and is entertaining, and there's a lot of people that will come and watch it. You know, if they have the opportunity and know how to find out about it, and that's what, you know, big tournaments or big championships like this can do, and the crowds are unbelievable. I've been in women's football a long time to see crowds like that, and just to witness that on you know, over the last week or so has been fantastic.
The men are still drawing, by the way, in their game against South Korea. And just a question about moving on, because I think it's fair to say less problematic for GB women to progress to Rio. For the fellas, I think it would be very awkward, wouldn't it, with the different organisations, the different federations, I should say, and also just, you know, the fixture list.
Yeah, and obviously the women's game is very different, as in how compact it is. There isn't as many games for the females, and it could be scheduled in so much easier because so many other nations do it. So it would be a massive opportunity for us to keep doing it and allow our sport to progress. So you can't put it into words how big tournaments that experience can be for helping to grow the game, and this tournament just showed that as well.
Well, I think the ladies were very inspired by playing at the likes of Wembley and things like that. So hopefully younger supporters went along, younger ladies, and really will get into it, and the ladies' football start to get the credit they deserve.
Yeah, that's what the response has been. A lot of the girls have said that they've had some amazing messages through social media and about inspiring girls to get down to their local, you know, club and start training and practicing, or you know, taking up the sport. So that's what it's about. And I remember sitting and watching in 1995 Women's World Cup, England team in the World Cup in Sweden. And if there's a young girl watching this Olympics who's about 5 or 6, or you know, wants to then take up the sport because of that, that's what it's all about.
Brilliant.
And Faye, just before you go, I mean, you're obviously a sport nut anyway. You've been saying you've been watching everything. I mean, I'm sure that lots of red button action like everybody throughout the country. But what are you looking forward to now with the games?
Well, I'm actually still covering a couple of the games, the women's semi-finals and finals, so I'll be watching out for that. I've actually got tickets on Wednesday to go to the Athletic Stadium, so I can't wait. It's a 200 metre semi-final is on that night, so might get to see Usain Bolt, hopefully. But yeah, it's just to experience it all, really, and try and take in it as much as possible, just because it's, you know, it's once in a lifetime chance, really. And I think I've been fortunate to be able to go around the Olympic Park and to go to some of the venues, and it's just an amazing atmosphere up there.
Fantastic. Faye, thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of the games. I'm sure you will.
Thank you.
All the best.
Cheers, Faye. Bye.
So,
Bye-bye.
Bye.